Peter Slipper has come out swinging against his accuser and former employee James Ashby. The Parliamentary Speaker says he's the victim of a vexatious and deliberate attempt to damage his career, and his lawyers have unleashed pages of text messages to back their claims. The correspondence mostly comes from Mr Ashby's phone and provides an intriguing glimpse into his actions while he worked for the Speaker. It includes suggestions he was seeking a job with Peter Slipper's rivals and informing them of his plans to launch the harassment case. Hayden Cooper reports, and a warning: this story contains explicit language.
More than one scandal has plagued this parliament and this government. But when Peter Slipper was dragged to the Speaker's chair last year, it triggered another unsightly row.
All allegations are strongly denied.
Clear intention to harm Mr Slipper and bring his reputation into disrepute.
There are other motives here, that there are political motives.
This is the most urgent matter before the House because the integrity of the Parliament has been so damaged and traduced.
If every rumour about the behaviour of individuals is accepted as being absolutely correct and acted on, then it'll be a pretty empty chamber.
The sexual harassment case against the Speaker has revealed a steady flow of allegations of improper conduct. The accuser is James Ashby, who's claiming an environment of harassment, including flirtatious text messages from his boss, shoulder massages, showers with the door open, and a decent dose of homosexual slang. But all of this Peter Slipper denies, and today his defence team added his side of the story. In the federal court, text messages sent by the complainant James Ashby to his boss have now been released. The Speaker's lawyers described them as light-hearted mutual banter of a sexual nature.
I'm going to smack you. Lenny used to call me the lovable at Gwinter because I knew how to play the game. You're cruising for a bruising. Cool, let's them up the instead.
Today's points of claim document also alleges James Ashby was secretly working to undermine his boss in several ways. It says he and his fellow staffer Karen Doan passed details of Mr Slipper's diary and travel records to Mal Brough, the former Liberal minister who wants Mr Slipper's seat. At the same time, James Ashby was telling the Speaker,
I have no respect for Mal Brough, and I never will. Karen and I have only one priority, your office and future political career.
The court document reveals a series of text messages between the two Slipper staffers, revealing they were both looking for jobs, either with Mr Brough or the new LNP government in Queensland. Karen Doan sent her resume to the former Howard minister. James Ashby said he was preparing one too. He also met with one Queensland LNP minister, Mark McArdle, allegedly to tell him of his plans to complain about Peter Slipper. Later, he sent a text message.
I've decided to press ahead with what I spoke to you about some weeks ago.
Mr Slipper and his lawyers claim all of this proves duplicitous and deceitful conduct by James Ashby, lodging a case that's vexatious and manifestly weak.
This is a very important matter. I know everyone's hot under the collar about it.
It seems this is one court case the government is happy to discuss. It's going after the journalist who wrote the story in the first place, News Limited's Steve Lewis.
We will get him journalist text to Slipper accuser.
Anthony Albanese accuses the media and his opponents of joining in with a conspiracy.
Speaker, with every complaint, the Liberal and National parties show exactly that they're in this up to their neck.
The Leader of the House will resume his seat.
Madam Deputy Speaker, the Leader of the House is referring to an affidavit lodged in the Federal Court that is clearly a matter before the Federal Court.
Manager of Opposition Business will resume his seat.
I've just explained to you that all allegations are denied.
Harassment or conspiracy, it'll be up to the federal court to restore order in a case that has the whole parliament on edge.
And 7:30 approached Mel Brough, Steve Lewis and Mark McArdle for interviews, but all declined.